Alister, what about the ontological argument? An argument which is even more discredited in Christian thought, but frankly is stronger in Islam, and strong in the Hindu religion. Is that something that is of importance?
It certainly is. You're quite right. This argument, and indeed many others, have fallen into disrepute. One of the reasons is they've been pressed far too far by well-meaning but over-enthusiastic theologians and philosophers.
But again, in other non-Christian religions, they are prominent.
They're very prominent, and indeed in Christianity they have a proper place as well. Let me give you an example. Anselm of Canterbury, back in the 11th century, who developed this argument, actually didn't see it as an argument at all. He simply said, look, if God really is there, then it follows that the thought of God is exceeded by the reality of God. Most people have this deep sense that there is something beyond them, a sense of the transcendent. Now here's the question, is that just arbitrary or a dream? Or is there something really there? And I'll tell you who I think is the most interesting exponent of the ontological argument today. It's J.R.R. Tolkien, the guy who wrote The Lord of the Rings. Back in 1931, he wrote a wonderful piece of writing called Mythopoeia, the making of myths. And he simply made the point, why do we dream? What's it all about? And he says, look, who made us dream? And his argument is that the human capacity to imagine, to dream a better world is actually a signpost that such a better world exists and that there is one who makes us long to be in that world and to know what it's like.
But some have said, I can dream of a mermaid, and that doesn't make a mermaid exist.
Exactly. But the fact that I can dream dreams is saying something very significant about my longing for something that the world I see around me doesn't satisfy. Why did mariners dream of mermaids? Well, part of the answer is they had the sense there had to be more to life than what they actually saw, and they invented a world which they believed was better. Now, we can say they're wrong, but it's the impulse, this deep sense there is something more. Where's that coming from? Where does it take us?
There's not a day that goes by without my feeling the same thing. But I can't tell you that I feel that my longing, as meaningful as it is to me, gives me any comfort in knowing that that longing is suggestive of a reality that I would like to find. But I don't find my own longing compelling as to that existence.
No, and that's perfectly right. But there's another way of looking at this. Maybe this sense of longing is there to make us wonder, is what we see all that there is? Is there another world? Is there something beyond the horizons of our present knowledge, which is intimated to us but not fully given?